Hello Commanders and welcome to Out of Arc Gaming's first Legion video. My name is Phil. In this video we'll be going over our build of the Darth Maul and Sith Probe Droids operative expansion packs. We're picking out some key points of the build process that we found handy and you may also. This is a really cool set of models to put together and we get 3 different poses for Maul and 2 different face options. We've chosen the open hand and forward challenging pose with the saber behind as we thought it was such a cool pose we could not do this one. Now, compared to kits we've previously built, the instructions are somewhat limited, so our first big tip, once you've gathered and cleared your pieces, is to dry fit them so you can visualise where best to glue and how to put them together. Now, the tools we're using throughout this video are a good pair of sharp clippers. We have the Army Painter clippers and they are absolutely fantastic. When clipping the pieces off from the sprues, we're making sure that we are using the flat edge against the part that you're clipping off so you get a nice even cut. Now we are using a Stanley blade and also a nail file to trim off any mould lines or loose clippings that are left on there. The nail file is actually a really good idea. It's quite soft and you can work with that quite easily and you don't feel as worried that you're going to be chipping away any of the important parts of the model, such as the lightsaber. Now, we assembled Maul's body and head first and then glued him to the base. For Maul we used plastic glue, but as you'll see, for the base we had to use some super glue. Plastic glue is quite forgiving and gives some time to work with compared to super glue. Now, once we had Maul on his base, we obviously cut out the arms that we required for our build. This does leave you with some spare pieces, which can be quite handy if you want to do some practice painting on. Now, once we've had these cut off and cleaned up, we again dry fitted these onto the model to ensure that we knew how they were going to place on there. Again, you can still get it the wrong way around sometimes, but luckily with plastic glue you do get a little bit of time to readjust that as required. And there we go, that's Maul built. A really cool model, not a huge amount of pieces to it, but you still get so much detail in this figure. Now, with that done, we are going to move on to the Sith probe droids now, and we also get 3 of these in the pack, so we'll have a look at those in just a moment. Now, as I said, moving on to the Sith probe droids, you do get 3 of these. So, first thing we did was to check out all the pieces so we knew what we were working with. We then clipped them all off individually and set them aside into 3 different piles. Now, there are some pieces which are quite small on this, so a quick tip, when you are clipping them off, make sure you're holding the piece at the same time you're clipping it off so that it doesn't accidentally fly away, as losing pieces is an absolute nightmare, especially if they are quite small. Once we've got those into their little piles of each one, we'll clean up the first one and dry fit that again just to know how it's going to go, and then we'll speed through the other 2 and see how they come out at the end. Now, with the bases for these, you do get a clear flying stand. There's lots of ways that you can do this. We wanted to keep our flying stand as a clear stand rather than painting it. Now, we've super glued this to the base as we find it's going to be a stronger bond, and especially with clear acrylic, it can be a bit tricky with plastic glue, so we want to get that quick, strong bond. Now, so we can understand how they're going to look on there, we're not actually going to glue the droids onto the flying stand at the end of this. What we'll do is we'll affix them with blue tack so we can at least see how they look, and then we're actually going to put them onto blue tack on the end of a little cocktail stick so that we can spray them, keeping those flight stands clear but allowing us to paint the droids themselves and not getting any paint all over those flight stands. And there we go. That is the 3 probe droids done. As I said, blue tacked onto the flight stands alongside Darth Maul there. Really fun pack to build. As I said, the instructions are a little bit limited, so we made sure that we did a lot of dry fitting whilst we were doing this to ensure we knew where everything was going to go. But we are so looking forward to getting some more Legion stuff, putting this together and getting it on the channel. We've got another pack ready to go to be built up for you. and we should hopefully be bringing you some Legion videos soon once we've actually started to learn how to play the game. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time for another Legion build video.